All right, in 5.2.2, we look at evaluating logarithms again, but this time without the ability to do it for exact numbers. So in the previous section, we were able to evaluate exact values of logs. Exact means we're not using a calculator. We might end up with a square root sign or something, but we have an exact value. We're not putting in a calculator. We're not rounding off decimals. Now we're going to approximate common and natural logarithms using a calculator. So some reminders. Remember that the argument has to be positive. That means it's greater than 0. The argument's going to be greater than 0. Not equal to 0, not negative, but it has to be positive. And then if we don't have any base shown, then that's assumed to be a 10. And with our natural log, which is ln, our base is e. All right, so in your scientific calculator, you should have a key for the natural log, which is ln. It might be sharing a key with your e to the power of the x. You might have to shift to get between natural log and the e to the x. And you also have a log, that's a common log, so that's a log base 10. So if you have other bases, then we can't use our calculator directly. We have to change a base. The calculator directly can do log base 10 and a natural log, so that's log base e. Okay, so our examples here have log base 10 and log base e. So our first one, a, is log of log of 111. So I just go log 111, and I get, and I'm going to round it 2 decimals per the directions, which is 2.0, and I'm going to round up to 5 because my third term is a 5. So that 4 becomes a 5 when I round. Okay, and then b, now what happens if I do natural log of 111? So now we're changing the base from 10, that's the common log, to e, which is a natural log. So natural log of 111, I get a different number. So now I'm going to go to 2 decimal places, so I'll go 4.71. And then what about log of 0? Log 0, you might get an error. You might, I'm not quite sure what your calculator will say. My calculator doesn't tell me anything. I hit enter. I think my enter key is broken because nothing's happening. Oops, I accidentally hit the plus key. But if I keep hitting enter, nothing's happening. It's not telling me why. And then I have to think, wait a second, is it the calculator that's broken or is it user error? And it's user error because I got to remember this. I have to remember that all my arguments have to be positive, greater than 0, so that is not defined. And the calculator doesn't want to tell me that for some reason. Maybe your calculator will give you an error, or maybe it will tell you it's undefined. I don't know. Okay, but what about a number that's very, 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 very close to 0? Let's try log of 0.0001. I get -4. That's an interesting. So this one I actually could have done exact because that is really the log of, remember, base 10. So that's 10 to the what equals 0.0001. Well, 10 to the -4. That's 1 over 10 thousandths. Wait, let me think. Tens, hundreds, thousands. Yeah, 10 thousandths. Sorry. So that is x to the -4. So that one I actually could have done exact, but my calculator can always help me if I forget that. All right, and then natural log of 2e. So I do natural log, and then I have my parenthesis there already. Your calculator might need you to actually type the parenthesis because I'm going to do 2 numbers, and I want to tell the calculator not just the 2, but also the e is the argument. So 2, and I want to multiply it by e, and then I close my parentheses, and I get 1.69, and again, 2 decimal places is sufficient. I have an e that is just by itself, so I was able to just type e. If you don't have that and you just have e to the x, you can always do natural log, oops, clear that, natural log 2, and you can always do e to the power of 1, which will just give you e. You get that same number. All right, let's try the common log. That's base 10 of 2e, and I get approximately 0.74, rounding to 2 decimal places. And that is using my calculator to evaluate approximated values for common log and natural log.